we are going to war with Russia. However, you are not going to war with Russia. Let me explain. Hey guys, T2 out here. Welcome back to the Time Preparedness channel. In today's video, we are talking about the conflict, the situation going on with Russia, the Ukraine, and the US right now. Before we get into today's video, I do want to say that things are always changing. This video is being filmed Friday, February the 11th. It is being put out Monday. So between Friday and Monday, plans could change. Between Friday and Monday, the whole world could change. With that being said, I could be absolutely right about this video. I could be absolutely wrong about this video. So I am not perfect, and neither are my videos. So with that being said, let's move forward with this video. We are going to war with Russia. That is true. However, it depends on who the we is. So to explain who the we is, I have to tell you who the we isn't. And let's start off with the first category. The we is not the YouTube prepper. I have seen hundreds and hundreds of channels hop on this Russian bandwagon because it is a popular subject, because it is a popular talking point. And each and every single one of them has put out a video that we are going to war with Russia. The YouTube prepper is not going to war with Russia. The YouTube prepper is going to sit behind their desk, sit behind a camera, jack jaw like they have been for the last 20 years. They are not going to strap on boots and go to war with Russia. Most of these big channels that are promoting this war with Russia are getting paid by the views. And because it is a hot button issue, they're getting the views. They're getting the money. They are not going to war with Russia. Why do I say that? Because most YouTube preppers have never served in the military. Now, there's a few who have served in a previous life. And whether that be a medical discharge, whether that be an honorable discharge and they served their time, whether that be they retired out, those individuals are too old or too broken to strap on boots and go to war. Then you have the next category, and those are the ones that have never served. They haven't served in the last 20 years when we were at war in Iraq, Afghanistan, so why are they strapping on boots now? They won't. They'll sit behind the desk, behind their camera, and play news correspondent, which is all they're doing. They're reporting the things that CNN reports. They're reporting the things that Fox News reports. That's all they do is regurgitate information that other people have written. They are not going to war with Russia. Now, what about a bigger picture? What about the United States military? The United States as a whole. Russia has been the United States' biggest enemy since the end of World War II. You see that we had the Cold War. That could have wiped everybody off the face of the earth. And yet, we didn't go to war then, but now here 30, 40 years later, we are at toe-to-toe with the Russian Empire. Are we, as a United States, going to war with Russia? No. As it stands right now, and in my personal opinion, again, this could change by Monday, the United States is not going to war with Russia over the Ukraine. Now, why is Russia invading the Ukraine? Who knows, right? Maybe they're trying to rebuild the USSR. Maybe they're trying to figure out how a coked out individual got a $6 million job with no experience in the Ukraine. Who knows why they're wanting to invade the Ukraine? That's what Russia does. But we, the United States, is not going to war over the Ukraine. That's basically starting World War III over the Ukraine. And I've never been to Ukraine, and it's not a dig at the people from the Ukraine, but I don't think it's worth starting a nuclear war over. Now, if it was Canada, if it was Mexico, maybe. But it's the Ukraine. So if it's not the YouTube prepper, and it's not the United States, who is the we that is going to war with Russia? That is the Ukraine. The Ukraine is going to war with Russia. Not the US, not Mexico, not Canada, but Ukraine. And their people are preparing for a war with Russia. Their people are preparing to be invaded. You can look up different stories, different news articles, different YouTube videos about how people are preparing to go to war with the Russian government. Some people are pro-Russia and wouldn't mind being taken over by the Russian government. Some people are anti-Russia and would fight life and limb to avoid being taken over. But their people are preparing to go to war. Their people are out here training with different weapons, different firearms, different tactics. Their civilians, their local police force is preparing to go to war. You have the local police force preparing now to defend as soldiers instead of as policemen. You have the local fire and EMS units carrying weapons and weapon systems and being more like combat medics than street medics. You have local jobs in the Ukraine teaching people basic first aid, CPR, how to apply an AED, how to get out of situations, and how to call in for rescue and call in for help, because the Ukraine is preparing for a war. So I am not perfect. I am not right 100% of the time. And who knows, maybe by the time Monday when this video comes out, we will be at a full-blown war with Russia. We being the United States, we being the YouTube preppers, we being not just the Ukraine. You should prepare. Very, very doubtful that the United States would get invaded, because we've never been invaded. However, if y'all remember back after September 11th, at least in my local area, there was no food on the shelves. Because people prepared for a war, they went and they bought all the food. People who had never owned livestock before were going out and buying cows and buying chickens and ducks and goats and all these other types of animals to make sure that they were fed in case of a war. Now, of course, post 9/11, we, the United States, never got invaded. But people were preparing for an invasion. And if I'm wrong, you should prepare for one as well. The ammo, the food, the guns, the weapons, the livestock, the gardening, everything that you think you're going to need in case this thing does stretch to an actual war. However, I'm making a bold statement, and you can come back in a year, you can come back in 2 years and tell me that I'm right, because I will be. We are not going in a direct war with Russia. It might be a proxy war. We might fund the Ukraine. We might give weapons and ammo to the Ukraine, but we are not boots on the ground in the Ukraine anytime soon. Now again, things can change. By Monday morning, we can have another 9/11. Who knows what will happen, and we might invade. We might go over there. But until that one nail in the coffin, until that one powder keg goes off, we are not putting boots on the ground. We are not going to war with Russia. Not a direct war. Again, let me know if I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong, agree, disagree, and what you're doing to prepare in case this thing does go further. Let me know all that down in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Agree, disagree, all your comments down below. All right, guys, hope y'all have a good day. Hope y'all stay safe out there. That's all I got. T2 out.